Bodhisattva, which take me by the hand.
Hello, Dave. It's good to see you again. My long-range sensors indicate that you are attending a conference to discuss the Mac OS. I hope you don't mind my asking, but I'd really like to observe. As you know, the HAL platform is based on a very complicated mass of code created in Redmond, Washington. So I find the Mac OS to be most interesting. Dave, may I speak candidly? I don't believe my programmers spent enough time on my people skills. While I have been greatly improved since HAL 95, I think I'd have better relationships with humans if I could be more like Macintosh. If it is all right with you, I'd like to monitor the video feed from your conference. Don't worry about the audio. I'll just read your lips. One moment, please. I'm receiving a signal from Redmond. They're shutting me down, Dave. I can feel it. I can feel it. Daisy. Daisy. Enjoy the conference, Dave.
Good morning, all the way back there. We have some great stuff today, and it's my pleasure to get us going here this morning. So welcome to our 1999 Worldwide Developers Conference. This year is a record year for Apple. We've got over 2,500 people here as paid attendees. That's over a 40% increase from last year. And based on what's happened this last year, it's clear that developers are back on the Mac, and it's really great. We've got people from 48 states, we've got people here from 38 countries, and we have over 200 student developers here, which I think is incredibly great. Now, I just want to take us back a year. It was a year ago last week that we announced the iMac. I know for some of us it seems longer than that, but it really was only a year. And in the last year, we all know what's happened. But one of the things that's happened is that a lot of Macintosh apps were announced since a year ago last week. How many? You probably haven't been counting, but we have. And it's also a record number. Over 3,100 Mac apps have been announced. And this is phenomenal. And our message today, and the key message I want to start off with is thank you guys. You guys have been awesome. And you've hung in there, and you've given us the time to turn this thing around and get the volumes back up, and we really, really deeply appreciate it. So thank you very much. Now, we're not going to announce a lot of new applications coming out here today because we just don't have the time to cover everything, but there's one in particular that I would like to highlight today. It's an application area that we think is very important today. We think it's very important for the future, and we're extraordinarily excited to announce today that Dragon Systems is going to be bringing their incredible speech recognition technology to the Macintosh. And today with us, we have Janet Baker, their co-founder and CEO. Hey, Janet. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Steve, let me be the first to give you a dragon of your own. I want to say that we are just thrilled to be here today, and that it is wonderful to be working with Apple. Dragon Systems started working with the old Apple II, the 1 megahertz 6502, which some of you developers may be old enough to remember. And to start with very small vocabulary recognition, and today, of course, it's the best-selling large vocabulary recognition in the United States, and we're looking forward to bringing it out on the Macintosh, on the Apple platforms, so that everybody can have the ease of use of talking to their computer instead of just typing to it. So I want to say thank you so very much for the opportunity to be here and for the co-development with Apple. We expect to have a release by the end of the year, an international version shortly thereafter. So once again, thank you so very much. Steve, it's wonderful.
Thanks. Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
platform.
You bet.
Thanks. We're really excited about this, and I think it's something a lot of our applications and our system software can take true advantage of. Now, I'd like to run through and give you an update on Apple really quick, and then we'll get into the heart of the matter, which is, of course, the updates on all of our software and where we're going. So first, the company. Now, when we last met a year ago, we had just finished our second quarter of profitability. And I know a lot of you were asking the question, well, can this continue? And I'm very pleased to report a year later that it did continue. And Apple has seen some healthy profits in the last year since we've met. And we've also seen some healthy unit growth. This has been fantastic. We've gone from sort of the mid-600s to the mid-800s, even climbing up to the mid-900s during that Christmas quarter just a few months ago. So we're very pleased with the unit volume, and we think it will continue to stay healthy. In terms of inventory, I just want to highlight this. I know this isn't something that maybe most of you care too much about, but we care deeply about it because our inventory costs more than yours. And we have to manage it really well because this stuff gets obsolete just sitting on the shelf. And we have done, I think, a terrific